and welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you've been here before. My name is Charmaine, and today I bought some books. So I'm having a book haul, y'all. Woo woo! I love book hauls. Okay, so I actually do love book hauls. So first off, I bought 3 book hauls, plus I got a Miranda Lynn Studios book haul, and yeah, but one of my book hauls isn't here yet. I am filming this on the 27th. I'm hoping that I'll have it before the end of July, but I did purchase it in July, so it doesn't matter. It counts towards July's points for my book rehab game. But yeah, so the first book that I bought, I actually bought in June. I bought this in June. This is The Charm, which is from Tracy Wolff. This is number 5 in the Crave series. So the rest of them are on the back here. I also bought Cherish, but it's sitting down beside my spot on my couch because I like to sit with my books when they're brand new. I honestly just really enjoy having books around me. I am a book dragon and a bookworm, and I also just like to hoard them. I don't know. I guess that's a book dragon. That's what a book dragon is. Yeah, I'm hoarding stuff. So yeah. So I got number 5 out of the Crave series. I'm really excited about having number 5. I'm like 300 pages into number 4, which is Court. So I'm enjoying this series. I love it, actually. It's so good. It's so entertaining. My mom was going to read it, and then she was like, nope, that's not for me. But Taylor's going to read it, so I'm excited about that. So yeah, that's the first one that I got, and I got that in June again. But I only bought 1 book in June, so I didn't have like, had a book haul, you know. So then I had 2 different hauls here. So the first haul, I actually got 1 book I got returned. Like, I paid for it, but then when they were picking my order, it was sold out, so they returned the money for me. And then the other book I actually got from the Miranda Lynn Studios as well. So I'm just going to turn it into a blind date with a book. It was Lattes and Legends and Lattes, which I like lost my mind about when I opened up her box. But I didn't know that she had like picked it for me. So I'm very excited that I got it. So that was a double for me. So I just I'm not showing you guys. So then the other ones that I got from the first haul are The Kingdom of the Wicked by Carrie, I think it's Maniscalco. I think that's how you say it. She wrote Jack the Ripper. I have the entire series right here. Can you guys see that? Is that in the thing? But yeah, I have the entire series for Jack the Ripper right here. And then there was another series on the website. I got this from Book Outlet, by the way. There was another series on the website, and I was like, oh, yes, please, I gotta get that. So this is the first book, and it says, I understood why some thought kissing one of the wicked was addictive. Each time his tongue touched mine, it felt like the ground beneath me quaked. Like we were cataclysmic event that shouldn't be. So that's the first one. And then I thought I bought the second one, but what I actually did was bought 2 copies of the third one. Honestly, you guys, you should have seen it when I opened it. I was like, no, they sent me the wrong thing. And then I looked at my order and I was like, come on, to myself. So I contacted them and I said like, hey, I accidentally bought like 2 of the same book. I know that it's my fault. So if you guys can't help me out, I'm sort like, I understand totally. But would it be possible if I could like exchange this book or return it, and then like you guys can like sell it to somebody else? And they said no, but they did give me a refund on it because I bought 2 of the same book. So they told me, or they asked, like they suggested, we strongly suggest that you donate it to a charity or something like that. So I am going to end up donating it to a charity because like I don't need 2 copies of the same book. However, they're pretty cute books. So the third one says, months ago, I would have claimed tonight was an improbability too. I can't even read the back of this to you because I'm going to ruin the book for myself. Anyways, so I'm keeping the one that's the Walmart exclusive thing because it has extra content in it. But I think I'm going to keep the dust jacket of the one that doesn't have the Walmart exclusive thing on it because this is not a sticker that you can peel off. So I think that's okay. But in my new book haul, I did order number 2 because I had to get it before they were all sold out. And these are hardcover books and they were on for $8.99. So that's a pretty good deal. Then in my next grouping of books, I bought a whole bunch of like scary books, like actually scary books, but I was excited about it. So the book that I tried to get also that they gave me a refund on was called Final Girls by Riley Sager. I tried to get that and it was sold out, and then I saw somebody on Instagram and her book haul was almost exactly like the one that I got, and she got the Riley Sager book, and I was like, oh my gosh, I fully support this. They said like I paid for the book and then they said that they had ran out, so I'm so glad that somebody else got it because like I'm super pumped that she got it. I'm sad that I didn't get it, but I'm super pumped that she got it. So the first book that I have here, I'm actually opening up for my advent calendar in August because I bought it twice because I didn't know, and that's The Sundown Motel by Simone St. James. So I'm going to end up wrapping this up in for one of my blind date with a book things when I start selling them. And that I'm actually going to start working on soon because I want to have that like ready to go before Christmas because I think it's a cute idea for like Christmas gifts. So that's the one that I got there. And then I got 2 more Simone St. James books. I got The Haunting of Maddie Clare, which is this one. So on each of the back of her books, it has like a year. Like this one is Upstate New York, 1982, and then it's Upstate New York, 2017. And this one is like 1920s England. I haven't read any of like the books backs of these to you. Well, I guess I read The Kingdom of the Wicked. Anyways, I got The Haunting of Maddie Clare by Simone St. James, and I got The Book of Cold Case Files by Simone St. James. This one I heard is like, this was like the best book of like, when was this published? Whatever year it was published, it was one of the best books of that year because everybody was reading it and they were all talking about it. And it was like a super good book. 2022. Oh, I guess it's just last year. Oh, it's like a brand new book then. So this one is 1977's Clare Lake, Oregon. I'm going to read you both of these actually. So in 1920s England for The Haunting of Maddie Clare, it says, Sarah Piper's lonely, threadbare existence changes when her temporary agency sends her to assist an obsessed ghost hunter. Alistair Gellist, rich, handsome, and scarred by World War I, has been summoned to investigate the spirit of a 19-year-old maid, Maddie Clare, who has been haunting a barn where she committed unaliving. Maddie hated men in her life and will not speak to any of them, but Sarah is unprepared to confront an angry ghost, real or imagined, on her own. She's even less prepared when the rival of Alistair's associate, rough, unsettled Matthew Ryder, also a veteran of the trenches, whose scars go deeper than Sarah can reach. Soon Sarah is caught in a desperate struggle, for Maddie's ghost is no hoax. She's real, she's angry, she has powers defied the all reason. Now Sarah and Matthew must discover who Maddie was, where she came from, and what is driving her desire for vengeance before she destroys them all. So it does sound like a very scary book. That's cool. That's what I'm into right now is scary books. So I am, however, going to end up reading one that's going to be like too scary, and then I'm going to be like into, you know, cartoons or something for like a long time. But, and then the one for Cold Case, the Book of Cold Cases, this is in 1977, Clare Lake, Oregon, was shaken by the lady killer's murders. 2 men, seemingly random, were murdering with the same gun, with stranger notes left behind. Beth Greer was a perfect suspect, a rich, eccentric 23-year-old woman seen fleeing one of the crime scenes, but she was acquitted and retreated to the isolation of her mansion. Oregon, 2017. Shay Collins is a receptionist by night. She runs a true crime website. Is a receptionist, but by night she runs a true crime website, the Book of Cold Cases. Passion-fueled by attempting abduction, she escaped as a child. When she meets Beth by chance, she asks her for an interview, and to Shay's surprise, Beth said yes. They meet regularly at Beth's mansion, though Shay is never comfortable there. Items move when she's not looking, and she could swear she sees a girl outside the window, the allure of learning the truth about the case from the smart but charming Beth is too much to resist. Even as they grow closer, Shay says that something isn't right. Is she making friends with a manipulative murderer, or is there more other dangers lurking in the darkness of the Greer house? I'm having a hard time reading out loud. Anyways, this sounds really good. I honestly don't know what any of these are about. I just knew that this one was really popular, so that's why I picked it. Then we have All Your Twisted Secrets by Diana Urban. It looks like this. This one is, it's like Breakfast Club meets a thriller. So I was reading the back, I just thought the cover looked neat because it's like a whole bunch of faces with like red, highlighter lines over their eyes kind of thing like that. So it says, what to do when a queen bee, star athlete, valedictorian, stoner, and loner, and music geek all who have in common. That's the best Breakfast Club right there. So as soon as I read the back of that, I was like, oh, I need that because Breakfast Club is my all-time favorite movie of all time. So I was like, oh, I need that for sure. So it says, they were all invited to a scholarship dinner only to discover it's a trap. Someone has locked them into a room with a bomb, syringe filled with poison, and a note saying they have an hour to pick someone to kill or else someone dies. Amber Prescott has determined to get her classmates and herself out of the room alive. But that might be easier said than done. No one knows how they're all connected or who would want them dead. As they retrace the events over the past year, they might have triggered their captor's ultimatum. It becomes clear that everyone is hiding something, and with the clock ticking down, confusion turns into fear, and fear morphs into panic as they race to answer the big question. Who will they choose to die? So it says right on the back here, it says, Breakfast Club meets Karen M. McManus's One of Us is Lying in Urban's adrenaline-fueled thriller. and that's by A.L. Booklist. So, and it says R.L. Stein's one of the people who wrote on it too. And it said, I kept reading chapter after chapter. I had to know what happened next. So it sounds like a good book. It also sounds like pretty intensely scary. So I don't know why I'm into scary books all of a sudden. I go through phases. So like I used to read like historical, like romantic fiction, like The Next Bowling Girl. Like I have all of Philippa Gregory's books, the Borgia family, anything about Isolde and Tristan, like stuff like that. I used to read all of that stuff. And then I went through like my YA fantasy, which is like way behind me. Like the YA fantasy lasted for like the longest of like the phases. But now I'm into like thrillers and scary books, and like I'm even wanting to go into like actual horror books. But I'm afraid that I'm going to get too scared. Because I am a little fraidy cat. Like, I admit that freely. So the last book that I got, which I'm so excited about. I'm so excited. Okay. So the last book that I got is How to Sell a Haunted House by Grady Hendrix. Grady Hendrix wrote The Final Girl Support Group, which is my number one top 5 read of the year. I am in love with that book. I lent it to my friend Felicia, who has not read it yet. Felicia, she's watching. I told her to read it. No. She would love it because it's like a horror movie final girls support group. Like, they're the final girls out of horror movies. Horror movies are her favorite thing. She should be reading it, Felicia. Hi, everybody else who's here as well. But come on, Felicia. Okay. So this one I'm going to read you here. I'm so excited to get this one. Honestly, I want to get all of his books now. It says, when Louise finds out that her parents have died, she dreads going home. She doesn't want to leave her daughter with her ex to fly to Charleston. She doesn't want to deal with her family home, stuffed to the rafters with the remnants of her father's academic career and her mother's lifelong obsession with puppets and dolls. Ugh. She doesn't want to learn how to live without 2 people who knew and loved her best in the world. Most of all, she doesn't want to deal with her brother Mark, who never left their hometown, gets fired from one job after another, and resents her success. Unfortunately, she'll need his help to get through the house ready for sale, because it'll take more than new paint on the walls and clearing out a lifetime of memories to get this place on the market. Some houses don't want to be sold, and Louise and Mark's home has other plans for both of them. So, and then it says, like his novels, The Southern Book Club Guide to Slaying Vampires, and a Final Girl Support Group, How to Sell a Haunted House is a classic Hendrix, equal parts heartfelt and terrifying, and a gripping new read from the horror master. So I'm excited to read this. I also want to read that Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires. I put that in my Amazon wish list. I actually had this in there too, but then as soon as I picked it, I took it out. I figured out how to turn on my Amazon wish list, like how to send mail to somebody, because I'd never done that before. But I actually ended up getting into a collab on Instagram. Somebody, like one of the Bookstagram people, put a thing on there, like, do you guys want to be part of this raffle? It'll be really quick. We'll do it in like an hour, that kind of thing. And then like she matched us up with other Canadian Bookstagrammer people, and then we get to send them books, and then they're sending us a book. So the girl who helped me, like I was matched with, was Sammy, and I'll put her Instagram down below so you guys can check her out because she seems really awesome. But she helped me turn it on because I didn't even know that was a thing. I thought you just like put stuff in there, and then if people wanted to buy it for you, not like I'm saying that you guys have to, I'm just telling you that like I do have that in my Linktree thing. But she's like, oh yeah, you have to turn it on so that people can send you stuff. And I was like, oh, I didn't know how that, like, I don't know how Amazon works. And it comes to my boyfriend's name because it's his Amazon technically. So yeah, I'm super excited. So I did end up getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 books, 9 and 10 technically, because there was 2 like doubles, but that's okay. I got paid back for one of them. I am going to donate it to like some kind of charity or something. I know that there's a charity place that I just went with my mom and my Nana shopping recently that could use some new books in it. So I'm going to take some of the other books that I have too, because then that way somebody who can buy them, who like can't afford to go and buy new books, because I got a lot. I could definitely share the wealth. And yeah, so I'm going to end up doing that. And then I got the double of the Legends and Lattes because I didn't know that she was ordering it for, or like she gave it to me. But then when I opened it up, I was so excited. So yeah, I'm very excited that that happened as well. So yeah, that's it. Have you guys bought any books lately? Are you into books? Are you into reading? It's gonna storm outside. It is so dark and gray out there right now. It's so gross. I hope that my lighting is okay because I can't tell. I can just tell that like my video is filming. So I can't really see myself in it. Anyways, please like this video and turn on your notifications and subscribe if you haven't already so that you know when I'm posting every future future videos. I don't know. Check out my description box as well for other content creators. And thank you guys so much for spending a couple minutes of your day with me today. I really, really appreciate that. And I really, really appreciate you. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye! I am so excited about this book haul. Like, seriously. Also, I'm excited just to hang out with you guys. Okay, I'll see you guys soon. Bye!